And here we are. Welcome everyone to session 31, The River Guides You, Sphere of Power campaign. Having left Turbacar and the Pyramid of Amun-Re behind you, you and your companions have ventured forth following the course of the river Athis as it restores its path through the parched wasteland. No shortage of desert phenomena have kept you engaged as you have made your way eastwards, hoping to locate yet another one of the markers on the map given to you by Amun al-Rakib and Bralazar. But this morning, only a few hours after setting camp within the confines of Redreth's special tent, and an unexpected microbloom that was triggered by a frosty evening, a group of vanishing spiders have stumbled upon your camp, sending several of your camels scurrying to the northwest. The defense of you and the remainder of your mounts has become the task of the moment. And we left off last time after the first round. We are ready to proceed with round two. And one of your combatants actually has initiative priority. But before I actually begin his action, is there anything that you guys want to say or do that you can do at this point?
Nope.
So it's now. Here's a question. I've got the dome. Can I shoot my longbow out of the dome?
You're not allowed to cast. I know that. Well, that sounds
As
like
long as I don't
Objects
leave.
that were in the dome can leave the dome.
yeah, but can you make it?
I've been shooting through the dome.
Yeah, I'm comfortable that you can, but I'm curious as to whether or not Redrith can make an attack action and still keep it up. That's what I'm not quite 100% comfortable of.
It's not
Sounds a little personal.
The dome's not a concentration spell, so
That's a good point. That's
Yeah,
definitely.
I'd say if you're proficient with bow and arrow, you know what I mean? And
it just
can.
says the spell ends if you leave its area.
Command the interior to become dimly lit or dark. Dome is opaque from the outside. Spells and other magical effects can extend through the dome or be cast through it. The atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry, regardless of the weather outside. And you can go back and forth as long as you were there at the time that it was cast. Very nice. So I got to keep that in mind, though. Whenever you cast it, everyone has to be inside at the moment. You can't cast it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have clarified that every time I cast it with people. Make
Yeah,
sure you're standing by me.
You're right. I didn't pick up on it. I probably will pay more attention to it in the future, but it doesn't affect anything at this point. And yeah, I see nothing in here that says that you can't launch a melee attack, missile attack from there.
Okay, cool.
So I'm good with that. So we start with round two with unidentified creature number 10. Yes, it is. Okay, so let's see. Number 10 suddenly reappears over there next to two of the
So
cats,
lovely.
startling them. And let's see. And it decides that it is going to target Varric's camel.
Cool. Cool. Can I don't think I was holding an action.
And it does hit. Takes minor damage. Ooh, but does not make it save. Takes a boatload of poison damage.
Did it just kill my camel?
No, not quite.
Damn. That's okay. I'm okay if my camel dies,
try.
so
Okay, so yeah, it definitely hit, but it's also not moving at the moment. So that could be a reason for concern. Let's see. We got another one of the Camel's takeoff. Hey, you were
he's just gonna take his 3 main attack swings. Or he'll probably move towards it if he can and take some attack swings.
the one that just reappeared.
Yes.
Okay, so so it looks like, well, obviously you can pass through any of them. 10, 15, 20. I don't think you have enough standard movement to get to the far side of it. So the only one that you're going space that you're going to be able to get into melee with him on is going to be the one just to the right of him.
Okay.
That's the,
Yeah, he'd probably.
That's the only place that you can get an attack and end your turn in that square.
Okay.
The 2 camels that are below him or just south of him will say are in the squares that their rumps are in.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
to his northeast is his front shoulders in the square that it occupies. So actually, yeah, any of the 2 squares on the just to his right.
So, oh, geez. So, and like right here, Jesus, said it.
Well, go into the square
Yeah.
just to the right there, and you'll be in his melee. Right now, you're on the line there. You're partially occupying.
Oh, I see. I see.
So
There.
yeah, that yeah. So that's a good spot, or the one above it. You can do.
Yep,
the
I'm gonna
third one
actually
above
move
it,
him up.
but keep in
Mhm.
mind that you're kind of running up a hill a little bit.
Right.
Actually, you would get. Actually, if you go to that third one up there, you will be in melee range and have a +2 height advantage on.
Oh well, I'm sure Haig would want to be up there. And yeah, then he'll take his 3 swings. I don't have access to Haig's sheet, and I don't know if he's set up. So if you just want to roll his 3 attacks,
I think I can do that. So let's see.
that is a great point, Callie.
I was wondering if somebody was going to say something.
All right. So first, Haig needs to.
Also, FYI, guys, my computer is giving me troubles, so I'm gonna switch to an alternate. So you'll have to release my character one more time.
Oh, we got 4 more characters.
Lovely.
That hopefully will give you enough time. All right, so Haig is going to attack the number 10. Not the camel. He's not going to attack his own camel. There we go. All right.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been here the whole time, and Matt's like, "Yeah, he'll do this here." I'm like, "I'm right here, bro."
Base hit the mute button.
I did not hear anything you said, Dan, until you said, "Can you guys hear me?" And also, Keith,
Yeah.
you are super quiet. I can barely hear you.
Yeah, Keith is
Oh wow,
quiet.
the only one who's super quiet on my end is Keith.
Is
Yeah.
that better?
That's way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to remember to talk into the mic, folks. So yeah, if you start hearing me fade out, remind me. Works well when I use it.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
I thought I taught you that when we were DJing, Keith.
Yes, I know, but you know how many screens I've got around here, and when I got to shift halfway across my desk to see the fine text I've got on one of my other monitors. I forget to move back to the mic. Oh yeah, Mike, talking to that.
Keith, which
Alright,
map
so,
are
hey.
we using?
I did already select your character. If you want to go ahead and do your attacks, since you're here.
Okay.
It should be at the top of the list, Dan.
Yep, I got it. Battle map on there.
Yep.
All right, let's see. So let me zoom
And
out a
don't
little
forget to
bit.
give your +2 for your height advantage.
Okay. I'm trying to find this screen I'm on is kind of small for me to be able to see everything. So
You have the
found
higher
a chart
ground.
here. I'm already targeting. Cool.
Yeah, you're
So
in that
we'll
Obi-Wan
do-
position.
Yeah, I can't deprive you the privilege of rolling your dice, even if they are digital.
All right, so get a +2, and then
It's a hit.
Nice.
there's 1,
Ooh, and a decent amount of damage too.
Oh yeah.
there's 2.
Ooh.
Keep going. Oh,
Ooh.
almost on a 7. All right, then the last with the old Sunblade.
Nice.
Bam.
Boom, 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 boom. That's a
Whack,
juicy
whack,
arachnid.
quick.
Very nice.
That's one dead spider monster.
That's one
Nice.
potent Goliath.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
All right, Feckish, you are up, but you don't see anything at the moment except for a
A
squishy
dead spider.
Oh,
All right.
he's dead. He's been, kind of.
Well, I'm assuming I
Spider
still have
guts
my
everywhere.
spiritual.
Mixed with camel blood.
Cool. I'm assuming I still have my spiritual hammer out there floating around somewhere.
You cast that last round, right?
Correct.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yes.
So I just didn't know if I had to recast it based
No,
on starting a new session.
Well, no. New session doesn't matter. That's irrelevant to game time. But
Right out. For lack of having a target, I'm going to delay.
that makes perfect sense. Where is that spiritual hammer? Spiritual weapon. Duration 1 minute. So yeah, you got 10 rounds on that.
So just end turn then.
No, actually,
You can hold an action.
you should have a ready action in your action list.
Right.
The basic actions.
Oh yeah. Okay. Underneath hide, help. Right above your spells and spell slots and stuff.
I tend to put them there. Any character sheet that I go over, I tend to put such actions on there.
No, those are good to have, absolutely. And always appreciate
They're
your
quite
help with
useful.
coding.
Basic actions. So ready. So I just basically readied.
Not ready
Yep,
to
just
spell,
click
but
the
ready.
just click the button.
There you go.
Ta-da!
Yep.
All right.
Ready.
And now you can end your turn.
Oh, can I now?
There we go. And
All
that
right.
brings us back to our ranger.
I am also going to get ready to shoot the next hostile enemy I can see. I'm expecting it to be the other spider monster.
And I hate that it does that. I got to figure out how not to do that. So we now have this one pop up. Bet you all can guess who he's going to target.
Camel.
He makes an attack with large juicy fangs and fumbles.
And we get our readied actions, right?
Yep, you do. My mistake. He misses anyway. So go ahead and respond.
Feckish first.
So target. That guy.
You forgot to target.
And I don't know if I missed. I thought I targeted him. I hit control.
Okay. So why does
Do I have him now?
Well, it just rolled a die. It didn't say attack or anything else like that.
Yeah, that
Oh,
just rolled a
I thought I had targeted
d20.
him. Do I have him now?
Yeah, it didn't
It's
even add
not
your
listed as
modifier.
targeted.
You know, it was targeted. He just cleared it.
So try it again.
Oh no, you still don't have it targeted.
Bloody hell.
Hold on.
Gremlins.
So you remember, hold on, control and click on it. There you go. All right, he's targeted now. Now make sure you're using the spiritual hammer.
Yeah.
Or the spiritual weapon. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so on the spiritual weapon line, you don't need to do the cast damage.
I just need to do the roll, right?
Actually, no, yeah, you do the cast, even though you're technically not casting the spell. You need the die to do the attack. There
And it hit.
Yep, that paid
A
off.
good solid hit.
Much better.
All right. It's wounded. Yay.
Okay.
I did
And
something.
then my
All
ready
right.
action is going off.
Yep.
I am shooting at it.
Ooh, another nice solid hit.
And I get sneak, right?
Yes, because Barrick is right next to him.
Ooh, nice.
Which is some really
Out of
nice.
4 dice, I had 3 at maximum. That's nice.
No kidding. But despite the damage, it's still up, but it's obviously not in good shape.
He's not happy.
It's not happy. It's screeching and spider screech. And there's kind of an ethereal echo to its screech. It's kind of very eerie and unnerving. It's like it's coming from, it's definitely primarily coming, the sound of the screeching is definitely primarily coming from the creature, but it's also like a fainter version of it is coming from all around you. And then he makes the attack on Varric, fumbles it miserably.
It's because of my mage armor.
That certainly has been known to help, that's for sure.
Just in time. I just got everything back up and running.
That sounds like a really good call, Kaylily.
I don't think Kale has encountered them before, but you know, that's kind of what they sound like to me.
Me neither, but you didn't hear me say phase spider like 3 times the minute those things phased out last week, the week before.
All right, so
no, I
it's-
missed it actually, Albie.
I did
Yeah.
too.
I did too.
Yeah, as soon as those things popped out, I'm like, oh, phase spider. Okay then.
I always love running into a few of those, you know? All right, so Jim, are you back on? Are you able to proceed?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. All right.
And Dan, are you messing around on your side, or are you having bad network connections?
I'm trying to get connected. For some reason, the laptop doesn't want to see my phone as a hotspot, so I'm trying to get that connected so I can still. I'm going to be on the move, but trying to get connected to the internet through my phone is being a pain in the butt. So we'll see.
Gotcha. Getting ready for the fair, huh?
Be right back.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
The last day of the fair, I think, isn't it, Dan?
Yes. Yep. Demolition
Okay.
Derby tonight. Anyway.
Well, that should be fun.
All right. I just realized that this install didn't have any of the books loaded So I'm apologize for any pauses for other people, but I've got to load like the player's handbook and stuff so my bow knows how to function. All right, I think I'm set now. Okay, I think I'm all good. All right. Now the one part I'm not sure about is I'm level 6. Did I get a second attack or not? That's the
No,
I think you
I
gave
highly
that
doubt it.
when we talked about your specialization.
okay.
Which we still have to address too.
Yeah.
But as you know, that's waiting for another set of conditions. So when those
Yep.
are met, we'll revisit it.
Okay. Very good. All right. So I have him targeted, so I hit him with the bow.
Well, that should do it. And you put the second one out of its misery.
Smacky, smacky.
That's it for me.
And yep, Ms. As soon as Jim hits the end turn, you're up.
Okie dokie, I am gonna move out, see the camel is wounded, and I will heal the camel as a bonus action.
That camel.
Did it go through and heal the camel?
You're kind of on the edge of a small ledge right there, but yeah, there should be enough space, and it's not tall enough that you're going to hurt yourself. You'll actually fall into the water if you do.
No, I just wonder if the healing actually went through, because on my end, it don't look like it healed. That's why I'm asking.
Question. Let's see.
Looks like it went through.
Yep, that went on Barrack's camel.
That's okay. Just give the camel 2 temporary hit points. Because it also get 2 temporary hit points from the ability. And as my action, I will.
You definitely saved it from some serious pain. It was pretty bad. It managed to drain a lot of blood.
The creature's dead, Ms.
They're all dead?
Yeah.
Two of them are down. Yes.
Yeah, the 2 we can see are dead.
Notice he didn't say all.
Yeah, the other 8 are still phased out, waiting to jump on more camels.
Well, I was in the tent, so I probably didn't notice that he was killed. So I'm like, shoot my frostbite, and I'm like, he's already dead. Oh well, and then I just look at everyone, and go, I'm not needing no more, and then just walk back in.
Now it's really dead.
Okay, let's see.
Now the question is, do we go round up the other ones, or are there more? I mean, round up the camels.
I think we should make sure there's no more Spideys running about.
Question is, did the unfazed ones chase after the spiders that took off? So we will encounter them as we try to range them in, rein them in.
It's a trap.
It's always
do
a
have-
trap.
I can always clear the stuff off my camel and use this scroll of steed that I have and summon a warhorse for myself. Maybe a camel, maybe just summon another camel. I just didn't want to summon a camel with it. But warhorse probably wouldn't fare well in the desert.
They're still spooked, huh?
So this one also has decided to bolt. Haig's camel stays in place.
Gotta love our territory, guys.
Kaylee's camel stays in place. The new camel that you guys stumbled across stays in place.
Mm.
And Varric.
I don't see any other spiders. I think I'm just gonna move out here and.
Oh, wait a minute. No, hold on. My apologies. Hold on a second.
No worries.
Just before I keep skipping over them. I was like, wait a minute. I know I'm missing at least. There we
Oh
go.
shit! Yeah, that was right on me.
Yeah. So you need to go back to your spot because he's going to pop
Yep.
up right next to you.
Okay, I love it. Let's do this. I'm gonna yell at it. Ah!
Yeah, war cry. Yeah, you gotta love where we live, man. Unrural enough to have some pretty decent internet speeds, rural enough to be stuck behind a harvesting tractor for the last 4 miles.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
All right. So you are able to notice that this one has been hit before too. It's injured.
Oh. Okay.
Uh-oh. But it.
It's angry.
Oh, more than just angry. Oh, shit.
I think Goliath should have a class feature for intimidating shout. What do you think?
All right. You're not going to be happy about this, unfortunately.
A race
He
feature.
manages to bite you right underneath your left eye.
Oh shit!
Ooh. In the eye.
Not in the eye, just underneath it.
Underneath it. Yeah.
Right.
Now, that being
Just missed
said,
it.
it is absolutely swollen. You took a huge amount of damage, and you're guessing it's only temporary because you can still kind of see light coming through, but the skin's so swollen up that you are blinded in your, what did I say, left eye?
Okay.
All I want to know is when this all settles out, can Hag now climb walls and shoot webs?
Bark.
And phase out.
Oh,
And
and
it phases out?
Phase property, yeah.
Base property would be pretty cool.
I'd be dope. I'd be down for that.
Heck yeah.
Wait a minute, what happened?
Hidden in plain sight. Poof.
Is it my turn?
Well, hold on a second. It should be.
Okay,
But,
okay.
now, I know I checked to see that you were targeted beforehand, but now it's showing that you weren't. So,
Right. Yeah. I was like, I don't have any damage. I was like, is there something wrong on my end?
It's the gremlins.
yeah.
I'm telling you, it's the gremlins. They're tricksy like that.
Okay, so.
So I still have my armor up. Nice. Oh shit, that was a wallop.
Yeah, it was.
Damn. 2 hit points shy of half damage. One hit.
You managed to keep your
That's okay.
concentration up.
Yeah.
Which is good. However, now for the big one. Why does it keep doing that? That one you did. So the poison is definitely coursing its way through your face. Ouch.
Okay.
That may not be good.
You totally should get the ability to phase now.
Oh,
That'd be awesome.
you are down to 0.
Ooh,
Cool.
ow.
Cool. Oh, periapple wound closure. I have 1 hit point. right? Isn't that what it does? Or am I just stable? Hang on.
I think it just stabilizes you.
Yeah.
Well, you at 0, you'd be stable anyway. You wouldn't lose, nor would you have.
You do have my favorite option too, Maddie.
Oh shit! I have to. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I have to burn Stone's Endurance. But no, I have to remember this. Whenever I roll hit dice to regain hit points, I double the number of hit points it restores.
Oh yeah.
So that's good to know.
That's
You should
nice.
code that.
Well, you're not dead yet.
Yep, I'm gonna burn my Stone's Endurance. I have to try to stay on my feet. So target myself.
Yep.
I would just like to remind everybody that we asked for this encounter.
Yes.
Oh, so that just heals me for the 8 points. Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
So you stay up. Well, basically, it keeps you from taking, in this case, 8 points of the damage you took.
Right. Right. Okay.
So,
Fuck yeah.
yes, definitely keeps you from going down. Definitely keeps you from being penalized. You get a chance to spit back in his face. But
Oh, I'm
you're
gonna.
now at -2 because of the blinded eye. Your depth perception is off.
Okay, that's fine.
But that's all the damage it's going to do to you.
Now it's me. Why is it? I'm shift clicking, but it's not letting me target the unidentified creature 14.
Control click.
Oh,
Control click.
there we go. There we go. That helps. So I wasn't gonna, but he kind of just made me mad. So this dude's getting some branding smite. And then
Remove yourself from your target.
move myself.
You're currently targeting yourself as well as the spider.
Oh.
Target yourself.
There we go.
Before you hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Smiting
Stop hitting
self.
yourself.
First swing.
And good enough for a hit.
And then I've got just the regular damage, and then it rolled it.
And vengeance is hard.
Oh yeah.
Smush.
And it also
We now have 3 dead spiders.
and it also
I'm gonna-
squeals in pain with that ethereal echo or that ethereal sound fading into an echo.
Can I grab like one of its, because they've got those shorter arms near their mouth? Can I grab one of those and rip it off and smell it? See if it smells good. See if it smells like it's worth eating.
Chanel number 4.
You could also use it to, draw war paint on your face.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll smear
Yeah.
some of its guts on my face.
Anything else you wish to do before we check the status of the remaining 2 camels in this round?
Can I hold my extra attack in case one comes out? Or is it,
Yep.
did I already use my action?
Everything freezes, man.
No, if you get an extra attack, that's technically a second action that your class benefits
Yeah,
from. So
then I
if you wanna
will.
ready- if you want to ready that, you may. All right.
Be right back. Okay.
And then let's see, Camel 26. That's Varix. It's not going anywhere. It's recovering. And Redreth's Camel is staying put. Camel 30 decides to finally stay put. And Haig, you are up again. Nothing else seems to be happening, though. You do have 3 dead face spiders lying around you. 2 of them, well, 1 of them right next to you.
No. Haig does. Haig's up on the hill at the top.
Right, that's what I said. 1 of them.
Yep.
Right
Oh, okay.
not at the top there, but like I said, you're up on an incline.
hmm
Not unlike
Yeah, I think he's muted. Dan, are you muted?
or we lost his voice again.
Yes. No, I'm here.
Yep, we
What's
hear you.
I missed what you said. What is it? My turn?
It's your turn, but there's nothing really to respond to at the moment.
All right, then I will confusingly like be in circles, both my blades out, ready to swing, but kind of looking around me for something to pop up, and I'll just hold the action, I guess, to swing.
So
Looking like John Belushi from Animal House.
Yeah.
I could draw it out, but basically Fekesh, Kaoli, Redrith, Mizram, you're all going to get a chance to go without anything happening. And at this point, camels have all kind of slowed down. There's no more threat. And you make it through another round without anything else appearing.
Okay.
We should probably go round up the camels.
Yeah, I'm gonna start drifting towards the closest camel that I can see, but I'm gonna do it like carefully.
I'm gonna eat the spider leg.
If you zoom out, you will see the relative difference of distance of the 4 camels that have bolted. Unfortunately, it looks like number 24 is still running, but the rest of them are
On like the Schwinn.
Yep.
All right.
24 does not appear to be anyone's particular mount, and as Kaoli pointed out earlier, you would have unloaded the camels. So
I'm gonna see if I can
consider this a trade-off. You got one, you lost one.
I'm gonna
I don't
see if
have
I
a
can
named camel, so I don't care.
I want to whistle loudly towards that camel, see if I can get it to stop.
Animal handling.
Does eating the spider have any bad effects on me?
Can you roll that for me? Because I am currently indisposed and I can't call my son to roll it for me. The computer is in the car.
I can skills. Where is an animal handling? There we go.
Oh, it's terrible, as a heads up.
That ain't gonna help too much.
So we haven't ended the combat yet. For lack of anything else going on, does Varric need hit point assistance?
Oh, I certainly do. Yeah, I'm pretty close to death. I have my lay on hands too, but am I still poisoned or was it just poison damage?
Poison damage.
Okay.
Fortunately, it does not seem to be coursing through your body.
Okay. But yeah, I'm at. If we're about to take a rest, though, I mean, if you just want to hit me with something small for now, in case something else pops up. Oh, I'm gonna put my armor on while they're messing with the camels too.
Oh,
Change your.
Interesting. I came across a small caveat that I did not notice and actually really applies. Oh, maybe it doesn't. No. All right. So in the description for this particular poison, target must make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw, taking 4d8 poison damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. Pretty standard. If the poison damage reduces the target to 0 hit points, the target is stable but poisoned for 1 hour, even after regaining hit points, and is paralyzed while poisoned in this way. So we're at a really tight point because you did regain because of your endurance ability.
And can I
didn't even roll? You did your
Chance to negate.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Can you read the description of Stone's endurance? Does he regain or does he resist that damage?
Let me see.
Well, even so, keep in mind
If it's a resist,
we never did did we do a save?
I'm looking. I have
Against the
Stone's
poison. I know you
endurance.
did a save to maintain.
There was a Constitution save. Yep. Concentration was a 17, and then there was another save. DC 11 for Var Stonewalker failure. Yeah, I was poisoned.
Yep. So you were poisoned, and that's technically. Let's see, stats and endurance. When you take damage, you can use reaction roll of 12. Add your Constitution modifier to the number rolled and reduce the damage by that top total. After
Yep.
you use this trait, you can't use it again until you finish a short or long rest.
Okay. So hang on, let me check my
I'm-
lay on hands. If
You
that's
know
a
what?
bonus action.
I'm going to say that in this case, you are not necessarily paralyzed, but as and this way it doesn't affect your ability to respond to them at the time. But
Mhm.
as you know, as the adrenaline wears off from being in the heat of battle, it's taking its
Yep.
toll on you, and you are incredibly sluggish. You are not able to move very well, and as I said, it bit you right underneath the eye.
Yeah.
So
I'm
it's
totally
not
gonna lay on
permanent.
hands.
It's not
And
permanent, but
go on.
given that you're resting at the moment anyway, I think it adds perfectly to the story. So
Yeah.
we're going to say that you're walking less competently than a drunk, and you can only see out of one eye at the moment.
Well, I'm gonna lay on hands so I can, with 5 points, I can cure one disease or neutralize any poison affecting you.
In this case, that will apply.
Yeah, so I would have done that. It doesn't say if I can do it as it. I'd assume. Oh, it's an action, so that would have been.
Unless I wanted to get really nasty and say, well, the poison's phasing in and out too, and you happen to cast your spell just as the poison isn't there.
No, you don't want to do that.
No, I don't. But I could.
And then, yeah, any help Feckish is willing to hook me up with would be fantastic. But again, we're arresting.
Absolutely.
So yeah, once I clear the poison and get some hit points, I do put my chain shirt back on, but my AC didn't go back up when I clicked the button to put
Make
it
sure
back
you
on.
have it listed, the icon as being worn, not just carried.
How do I change it to worn?
You just click on the icon and it'll cycle through them.
Okay.
Does that make a difference?
I'm still... Yes.
Da-da-da. All right, so given that it's the top of the hour, folks, and we're due for a rest, go ahead and cast any additional preps that you want to use, any additional points, and I will actually trigger a long rest about 5 after the top of the hour. So we'll take a 12-minute break right now.
Okay.
And
Yeah, we
presumably,
should.
at that point, we're going to continue following the river to the northeast. Roughly northeast, northeast by northeast, I'd say.
Thank you.
All right,
Cool.
I'll be back shortly.
Is there a way to make it so the while I'm wearing this periaptive wound closure, that it automatically doubles my hit dice when I roll them? Or should I
No.
just... Okay.
Oh, by the way, before I forget, that other camel did not respond to the whistle and is still running off into the distance. So do you want to pursue it, or are you going to just let it go? It's got a good 150, 180 feet lead start on you, and it travels 50 as opposed to your 30.
Did it have any of our equipment?
No, as I said,
No.
it's been unloaded off of it.
So yeah, win lose. Yeah, evens out.
It's got a broken tether on it, and that's about it.
I don't know if it
Yeah.
gets itself tangled in the sand. Yeah, I don't think you have to worry.
I could turn into a cat and chase it down and herd it back.
If you want to, I will definitely give you the option, despite your lack of animal handling druid skills.
Well, worst
because
case
of my
scenario,
periap,
I can eat it. I will obviously turn into a cat then and track it down.
Okay, so we're going to presume, Mizram takes off for about roughly a half hour while he tries to catch up on the cat and bring it back. And the rest of you do your healing and get rested. That brings the time to roughly, where are we at?
Just a question, Keith. Is there any way to learn skills out of apart from leveling up?
I usually like to believe so. I haven't thought about it specifically for this campaign, but it does usually require a story-based justification. Like you're in a city where you can pick up these skills, or you're learning it from either a companion or an NPC that you're adventuring with. So if you're talking about picking up a skill that someone else has, it's relatively easy. But if you're talking about something that's brand new to the party, we got to think about how and why you would be picking it up.
Okay, I'm just wondering because obviously I weren't sure like how you handle like picking up new skills, and if so, I take it due to we learning off someone else. I take it we can't like 100% fully learn it, so it'll be like a bard, like a jack of all trade, where you only get like half the skill.
Half proficiency.
Yeah.
What was that, Alex?
Half
If it's
proficiency.
just something we've been practicing, like handling camels, then, without anybody to actually teach us except the camels, then, maybe half proficiency until we can actually learn proper skills from somebody.
Yep. So yeah, if you're talking about camel training, you're definitely learning on the fly and not going to become as competent as you would if you were learning from someone else. But definitely in this case, there's story reason for it. It's like, okay, we got to figure out how to manage these camels. So
Yeah.
I will definitely agree with that. Now, however, in this case, it's going to be timing too. It's something that you figure out over time. I'll have to figure out just how long and do a couple of rolls to see who's more likely to pick it up than the others. Who's interested in trying to figure this out? Ms. Kaylee, I'm guessing. Anyone else?
I mean, Varric's been having some pretty solid success with the camel. He got the other one to come chill with us.
All right, well, then I'm all for it. All right, so the three of you will
give
be
it a go.
attempting to learn how to manage your camels better. And that will be based on your intelligence straight up. But I don't want to take out too much time out of the game right now because it will be at least a few days. But I accept the fact that you guys are now trying to learn how to manage your camels better.
I dig it. So we're good though, like everybody's comfortable with the amount of camels we have, because legit I can summon one that will listen to me telepathically. As long as it's within a mile. That might not be a bad thing to have a telepathic connection with a camel.
We haven't had any issues with the ability to carry anything. We really haven't had any storage or water issues, so I don't know the need yet.
Okay.
Oh, that's been definitely you would not have made it to the pyramid without the camels carrying water for you.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, with the amount of camels we currently have, though, I think we're at a nice position to, not have to worry about the loss of any water or food or anything else.
Correct, but you did determine, for what it's worth in terms of thinking about this logistically, that a camel that is carrying one of you, especially the Goliaths, cannot carry enough food and water to feed the person on it and itself.
Would we travel slower if the Goliaths didn't ride a camel? Like, is that something?
Goliaths only have a speed of 30, and I believe the
camels
have a speed of
50.
50.
Yeah. Word. Yeah.
Even with riders on them.
I mean, we wanted the extra camel. I could totally summon another one.
And keep in mind also, Miz elected not to ride a camel. He follows behind in cat form.
That's right. Okay. Oh yeah, he can just ride one of our camels, anybody's camel with him in cat form. So yeah, fuck it, we're good.
Yeah, he's
I
as
mean,
fast as the camels in that form. So,
Mhm.
but we
at
don't
least
have
while they're
anything to.
encumbered.
We don't have anything to supply your camel with more anyway. I mean, we're not like we're picking up more food, or unless you wanted to carry one of the spiders for sale, for its
I
pelt
ate
or
it. It's not
fangs.
terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm totally snagging the fang that pierced my face and making a necklace out of it.
That's going to be
Well,
a
of
pretty good
course.
size fang, actually. You know, these things are not small. They were listed as
Yeah.
what, huge in size?
Mhm.
You could make a couple of blades out of it.
Right, make like a gauntlet. So if I
Large.
unarmed a strike.
It's worth a thought.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some experience for you. All right. So break is actually starting now. Meet you back here in 10 minutes.
Cool,
Sounds
cool.
good.
Okay.
Okay.
Just question for Veric. Being your paladin and like you get to summon your seed, I mean, technically, is it like a celestial seed? So does it come with wings?
Eventually it will.
Like a camel with wings? That'd be pretty awesome.
Oh, a camel with wings?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Eventually I get wings. No, this is just a scroll of steed, and there's no, when I click on it, there's no description. But it's in my inventory.
Mm.
So I would assume it would be find steed spell on a scroll. And yeah, I can summon a camel, a war horse, an ox. And as long as it's within a mile of me, I can communicate with it telepathically. It'd be cool if I could summon a Pegasus, though. That'd be dope.
I think that would be bending the steed rules.
That would be Greater Steed for sure. Even then, I don't think Greater Steed lets you summon a celestial creature.
Exactly.
The
I
steed
summon
has
a
the
griffin?
statistics of the steed has the statistics of the chosen form, although it is a celestial, fey, or fiend, your choice, instead of its normal type.
Yeah, so it's like a large familiar, more or
Yeah.
less.
It's a familiar size so that you can actually ride it.
Yep. Yeah, I wouldn't want to call a camel. I'd rather call it like a dope Clydesdale war horse, to carry my big Goliath ass.
Well, I now got this mental image of you actually summon an angel instead, and then Michael is basically piggybacking you for the desert, going, "This is what you signed up for."
What's
I'm
the name
kicking
of
him in the ass.
Odin's? What's the name of Odin's six-legged steed there, Maddie?
It's Sleipnir.
Sleipnir.
That's actually Loki actually mothered that horse.
Wait, mothered that horse?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So it's a whole thing. This giant and his horse were building this wall. They made a deal, might have married Frigga, this whole thing. And then, so they were doing it. The giant was going to complete the wall and win the bet against the gods. And Loki was like, all right, I've got this, and turned into a mare and distracted the giant's horse, and he failed. And then came back a few weeks, months, whatever later with a horse that, yeah, he mothered it.
Okay.
Keep in mind, this is also the same guy who tied his nuts to a goat's beard and let the goat drag him around to make a goddess laugh. So, I'm gonna try to offer Red Whip all my magic stuff again. Do we get any hit points for taking the long rest?
Yes, you get as many hit points as you have character levels.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Cool, cool. Okay. I only need 6 more hit points and I'm back to full. So that's perfect.
By the way, what people think of the new Strixhaven book that coming out?
Wait, what'd you say?
What people thinking about the new Strixhaven book that coming out for D&D?
What is it? Fizzbins? That one?
That the dragon one, Strixhaven
Yeah.
Magic Gathering, like having
Oh. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to check out any of the Magic the Gathering stuff that's been planned. I'm gonna have to look into it.
Even if you don't like running stuff in the Magic Gathering world, they got some really good DM and player tools that you can use in the game that really, really good. Like for example, Thanos, you got the ability to use piety, where basically you can make the god more interested. So when people worship the god, and they do jobs on behalf of the god, they get given a special ability and gifts, which is pretty good.
That's cool. Hell yeah.
And they have real good guilds, like guild backgrounds, which are really interesting mechanics behind them, which is really interesting. So like they have, which is quite true with the Catholic Church, really, but they have this one guild where it's like a church, but they're all about money laundering and making money and everything.
Which kind of sounds like the original Catholic Church.
Yes.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
I'll definitely say Van Mitten Guide to Ravenloft is definitely worth picking up. I thought that was a really good book.
Yep, that's one I've got to get that because I was originally going to bring that into I was going to combine Lost Mines with Curse of Strahd, and then I had another idea and went homebrew. And once I saw that come out, I was like, oh, I don't even need to use the module. I can just bring it in. Fuck it. I'll figure it out.
Well, there's an old 4th edition module called Keep on Shadowfell, I think. And that would fit really well where the old our world is. And basically, that story is about a wizard, which you can make it Glassstaff, actually trying to open a portal to the Shadowfell. And instead of opening portal to Shadowfell, he opened to Dread Domains, and then that mist stopped flooding through and then freaking snatching people.
Yeah.
Right in that way.
Yeah. Hell yeah, that's a good idea. Hell yeah, I dig it.
Because you already got undead in that area, so who said it can't be like something connected to the land of the dead?
Yeah, yep. Yeah, and I one of the characters or one of my players was new, so I ran like a one shot with him before I brought him into the party. And at that time I was going full blown like connecting Lost Mines to Curse of Strahd. So he fought with some of the what are they called? The gypsy people in Barovia. Anyway, those people. He fought with some of them against some werewolves that had come there somehow. And like I was building that whole story arc, and luckily it was only one player. So I was like, we'll get there, don't worry. We'll get there.
I mean, Van Whitman Guide to Ravenloft is definitely worth picking up. Like,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
we use Alex as an example because she like playing a scout-like character. There's like a real good dark power in there called like Mistwalker that will suit her playstyle perfectly. Where basically she likes to scout out and be able to navigate through the mist. Yeah, got some cool abilities that can enhance some of your class abilities as well. If you got the time to sit down with a DM and flesh some of the stuff out, pretty good.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna look into that because I'm the one shot I'm planning. And Kaylee, I see that. That is a awesome point. I didn't think about that. The one shot I'm planning is just I wanted a beholder fight, 15th level party, just like let's just have a fucking 4-hour session of just straight combat, crazy fucking shit going on in beholder's domain. And then one of the guys was like, well, can I be evil and do something cool? And I was like, sure. And so I made his character. He now serves a character from lore, and he's looking for the Eye of Vecna.
Oh.
And so the Eye of Vecna, if used, has some bad shit that can happen. And I made 2 rolls. 2 is my favorite number. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to roll twice. And on a D100, I rolled a 2%. So on my second roll, I had to keep it. So I need some crazy undead shit to happen.
Definitely sounds good. I think last time I played the game where the Eye of Vecna was in, one of the players had to remove one of his eyes.
Yeah.
And actually put the Eye of Vecna in there to actually use it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I noticed that I was doing something, and I took a bunch of I had an idea with the beholder, and then I had another idea, and when I sat back and looked at it, I was like, fuck, I just took like all the big bads from campaign 1 a Critical Role and put them in one fight. Fuck it, let's see what happens. And the big bad from campaign 2, because I was like, I want to do something crazy. A 2% on a D100 is crazy.
Yeah,
so
I do like beholders. I mean, what good about them is players can't flank them because they've got eyes everywhere. They can see everywhere.
Right. And then their layer actions are fucking awesome.
And that brings up a good question for a sneak attack on a beholder. Would Haley's character get sneak attack on a beholder if there were people on opposite sides?
That's a good question.
I think that would be determined by if one of the eye stalks targeted her, right? Like, is one of them looking specifically at her, or did it fire off eye stalks at some?
The wording of the ability just says that I need an enemy of my target to be adjacent to my target and not incapacitated.
Yeah. So as long as
I would still get sneak attack.
Yeah.
I don't know. From a tactical standpoint, I would argue that with a beholder, but I agree the way that reads.
For sure.
I mean, just based on the wording of the ability,
right?
It doesn't quite make sense.
I might
from a realism standpoint.
How many targets and how many eye stalks?
Yeah.
3 eye stalks per turn, and then 3 legendary actions per round with 1 eye stalk per round. Legendary action.
Yeah, I now that I'm thinking about it in advance, I probably would set up some kind of percentage chance based on the number of eye stalks that are still up and functional. So if you knock down the eye stalks, you're increasing your chance of getting a flank or a sneak attack on it because it can't look in that direction anymore.
Well, if you think about it, I mean, look at Dragon, for example. They got a blind scent, so technically you shouldn't be able to get a flanking bonus on them because it can sense everything around them.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Kaylee, I might have to think about how that applies to aware beings when we get to against encounters at that level. I don't want to clip your wings, but I might have to think about how well that plays out in 5e.
Okay.
And, want to give you a heads up rather than say, oh, yeah, for this battle, you're not going to have your sneak attack ability. I say, what?
That's just not fun.
Exactly.
Well, you know what? I saw a good TV show where they had to fight a beholder, but obviously it wasn't called a beholder because obviously copyright. They called it something else. But one adventure, they took like a bag of exploding pepper, so it blinds the beholder. So basically, they can get like a round in and just attack it where you just can't see anything.
I could also get really evil as DM and just say that it's a beholder that has a force shield around it that prevents anything from getting within 5 feet of it.
Fuck.
Well, funny thing is, this one did actually start off with something like that. They had to get rid of that item so they could actually attack it.
All right, so we're waiting for 2 more people to hit the ready button.
Oh, sorry, that probably me.
Yeah,
Yes.
probably.
There we go.
Yep, there we go.
But I said something. We could have been waiting here all morning. All right, so back to the overland map. There. Close this up. Close that. All right, so this is where we are at the moment. Just to make sure, where am I at? Storage.
Did we initiate the long rest?
No, not yet.
Okay.
All right, so I am now initiating. What the heck?
What exactly does that mean?
My combat tracker disappeared on me. Hold on a second. Triggering the long rest. It just basically allows your spell slots to replenish all your.
I was joking when you said you were about to initiate the what the heck, and I said, what does that mean?
Gotcha.
How do you spell that?
Exclamation mark, $, $, asterisk, asterisk. All right, so no, not that one. Long rest.
Keith and I played in a campaign years ago with a friend of ours named Lowell, and I was playing a bard, and I was basically the company historian. And at one point, Lowell was going on about something that was really important, and I was taking notes. And he said something about that, and I said, "How do you spell that?" And he said, "THAT." And I'm like, "You motherfucker," because I wrote it down, THAT.
Shit.
So, hey, Keith, I was looking at the Blade Singer on there, and since that's the cat, I'm level 6 as a Blade Singer right now. I actually do get an extra attack, and it's not just an extra melee attack, which is kind of interesting. So I could take 2 bow shots, according to what I'm reading, anyways.
Right,
So,
but I thought we agreed you weren't going to keep the blade singing talent, or
correct, but I do still have it right now. So,
okay.
but yes, you are right. I am doing my meditation right now. So,
Yes.
Oh, you're gonna swap, like do the Tasha's class swap.
The rest
Feature.
of you notice that Redreth's become very introspective lately and not quite as assertive. He's obviously been thinking about something a lot lately.
yes.
So, something has him concerned.
Looking wimpy.
Squishy is the more accurate
Yeah.
description, I think.
Indeed.
All right,
Total
so
anxiety over not throwing enough fireballs.
Let's just say a glass cannon is not the best melee class. So
For sure.
all right, so it is now about dusk, close to around 7:00 p.m. Nothing else has happened through the night or through the day, and the river has now extended itself to the point that, as far as you can see on the when you took camp, it was only like maybe a few hundred of feet. And even though the water flow is pretty heavy, you got to keep in mind that the desert itself is absolutely parched. So as the water does flow into the dry area, it takes a while to saturate the ground before it actually contains it. But there's definitely a lot of water still flowing into there. But it's not flowing so fast that you wouldn't be able to cross it where it's coming in. So spending 8 hours where you were, the river's gotten to the point that it extends at least to as far as you can see. As I said, it's dusk. Is there anything else I need to point out before you guys decide to choose a direction? I don't think so.
Follow the river.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's ended, right? Like it's starting to end. Like we can just see some moisture on the ground.
Well, like I said, that's what you saw when you took camp. But after, the spiders interrupted you 2 hours into your rest, and then you took another full 8-hour rest after that. So this is now 10 hours since you first found that additional camel.
Okay.
And, was late in the morning when the spiders showed up. And then you had, like I said, another full amount of time. So the river's had a chance to proceed beyond where you can see. So you know exactly where it's going. That being said, even before the river was restored, the river bed itself was still pretty obvious because it was the lowest part in amongst all the dunes.
Okay. Yeah, I say we keep following the river until it splits or anything like that.
Yeah, or keep in particular eye out for evidence of another stream bed joining this one, because we need to follow that back upstream.
Correct. Yep.
Or a signpost. A signpost pointing to Pazar would help too.
Yeah, that would be very helpful.
Some way.
No signposts like the gates that you found, when we played last year. But you are still seeing the Sam Voyager trail markers. And the dashed line that you see on the map is the Sam Voyager's trail. So it did a pretty good job, obviously, of following the riverbed too, at least through the areas in which it ran. So I try to figure out how to make this work a little more in a little more cool fashion than it actually is going to. But I did set up the maps on here so I could literally turn on and off the river. Unfortunately, I don't have it set up well enough that I can use it to show the progress of the river. So at this point, when you get here, even though the river is full up to your point, moving beyond, it's not.
Okay.
Okay.
So you've now reached the point where you're beyond the flow of the river. So let's see, that brings us to...
Well, we should make sure that our water's topped off before we leave the path of the river.
Excellent call.
For sure.
Just in case something happens and we have to like divert completely.
Okay, keep him up to here. And let's see, a little more mask revealing. So probably a little after midnight. You approach the spot. So you're there. Wow, it doesn't know. Keep forgetting about that. So you're actually in the hex to the southwest, but I want you to be southeast, but I want you to be able to see there.
Okay, it looks like there's another riverbed joining this one.
And it's just slightly after midnight, so where is it?
He's rolling dice.
Mm-hmm. More spiders for me to eat.
All right. So, and as I said, just shortly after midnight at this point. So, what do you guys want to do? As Kaylee noted, you do see the riverbed split at this point.
Yeah, let's follow it south. The southeast ish.
Yep, one to the southeast, one to the east northeast.
I was going to say,
I'd
we have a vague idea of where we're going to go to get to Pazar, right?
Yeah. So I think we want to follow the new riverbed.
Agreed. Sorry, I've got something stuck in my throat.
Is the water flowing that way at the split?
No, there's no more water. We're
Not
just
at the moment.
following the
Ah,
riverbed.
okay. We're ahead of the water.
Yep. And we
Yeah,
have that
we've
ancient
outpaced
map
the water.
that shows Pazar to the southeast from where we were.
And so, as you can see on the map, it stays relatively eastward before it takes a sharp turn to the south about, oh, I keep forgetting, what was this, 5 miles on this map? Yeah, each hex is 5 miles. God, that thing can be really sensitive about letting you move into areas that you haven't fully uncovered yet, so. And we head south. So after about, an hour or so, Oh, good Lord. All right, give me a moment, folks. My apologies.
Gremlins.
Yep. No, not gremlins.
DM loading. Please wait.
Not gremlins. One of those situations. I have to concede I am not fully prepared. I got to grab something quick.
Be right back.
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you are.
I got it. I've got to start putting stuff up on my screen that's like always there because this my aura of protection. If you're in 10 feet of Auric, you get to any saving throws, you get a bonus to your saving throws equal to my charisma modifier.
Hmm.
So that's solid.
That's a good thing to have up there.
Oh yeah.
Almost there. Shoot. No, 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 no. Okay. I think we're almost ready here. Let's see. Last but not least. Apologies, folks.
Yeah, Redrith, you need to get between the brothers.
Yeah, he definitely would not be leading. Not at this point. He's not really even paying that much attention to where we're going. That's why when we were talking about, you guys were talking about which river to take, he's actually not paying that much attention. He is definitely delving into the mysteries of being a wizard and figuring out what's coming, and more so than being a tactical person, being more of a strategy type person. So he is
Okay.
deep in thought and not paying attention.
Keith, you should be able to just
Kind of like
drag
the
all
druid being
the
a cat and napping.
Keith, you should just be able to drag all of the neutral creatures onto the map all at once using the little icons at the bottom of the combat tracker.
I'd still have to wind up positioning them next to everyone, but yeah, you're right. If I do it
Okay.
now, is it going to duplicate them?
No, it's gonna rearrange the ones you've already placed.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's going to make me turn them all around too.
Camel centipede.
I still have to bring him over. All right. So this is the path that you see before you.
Tokens are currently locked.
Nah, why would that be?
Because somebody thought it was a brilliant idea. I have no idea who or why.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you
don't
can
think someone's
turn it off in the map editing tools. One of the buttons
Yeah.
there will turn it
Yeah,
off.
the button's there by
Every
default.
single map.
And I think every
Yeah.
time you open it too. All right, so is that the order you guys are marching in?
No.
I'm gonna go ahead and adjust yourselves. Just stay in the top upper left corner of the map.
I'm moving out
can't
of the
move my
way
camera.
to let one of the brothers move forward.
I don't know. I'm kind of cool being in the back. Somebody's got to take care of that cat and make sure he doesn't do anything shifty.
Yeah, I'll stay close to Kaylee. Sorry, I was muted that whole time.
Ow.
And if she wants to scout ahead, I'll stay as close as she's comfortable. You know what I mean? And is safe as far as stealth, but within 30 feet. As far away as I'll get.
Group perception check.
Sandworms.
On kegs.
All right, so we're all good with where we are.
Yeah, the camels
Yeah.
need to be rearranged to reflect the new order of characters, but other than that, yeah, I think we're okay.
Where did Redruth's camel go?
It's right there in the front.
No,
Oh, there we go.
Redruth's in the middle between Barrick and Hague.
There we go. Couldn't find the camel that went with him. The arrow.
Follow the bouncing camel.
And
He's been locked again.
Yes, you can. Fecus, we're going to give you number 3.
Ew, I get a camel now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as you're strolling through the desert here, you notice, or at least 3 of you do, Mizram, Varric, and Kaoli. It's not like, sometimes controls over this are a pain. There. Jeez, that was a pain. So where you see the marker over there, the 3 of you notice what appears to be I don't want to say a pool of water, but what appears to be small amounts of water bubbling through the sand.
Odd.
So it seems to be
There you go.
evaporating relatively quickly, so that's why it's not collecting to a pool, but there's definitely like...
If I
That's
weren't in
really
cat
coming
form,
out.
I
Sounds
think
like-
I would say, "Oh, look, sand whales."
You want me to go?
Sounds like it looks like quicksand to me.
Oh yeah, good call. Maybe I shouldn't go fuck with it.
I think the cat would go
I'm
take a drink.
I'm gonna see how willing the camel is to head in that direction.
This must be a test of your
That's a smart move.
animal handling experience.
Yes, it definitely.
I'm not gonna like force it, but I'm gonna like indicate to it that I want to go over in that direction and investigate and see how willing it is to follow my direction.
All right, so your camel or 30?
My camel.
Okay, so you ride on and it basically comes to about here and starts getting a little skittish.
Okay. I'm not going to make it go any further.
You could probably coax it, but it's not going, I don't even want to say willingly, but it's definitely apprehensive of the area.
Okay.
But it's not
That's actually
freaking
what I was
out,
looking
it's not-
for is,
Go ahead.
okay. I was looking for the camel's reaction as I cautiously approach with it, because I don't know what it is. And if the camel's a little skittish, then the camel doesn't know what it is either. And that makes me even more cautious. So at that point, I'm gonna back away from it.
Okay. All right. And so everyone go ahead and indicate your motion then.
Keep moving.
Yeah.
Run with the herd.
Keep it on.
Yeah, I'm inclined to ignore it.
And the point is I want you guys to set your path through the sand now.
Let's I'd say give that area a wide berth. Like give it some space. We don't know how much around it is going to be affected. Do we still see the riverbed?
Yeah, you're pretty much walking in, and it's the area surrounded by the dunes.
Okay.
So basically, yeah, you want to go a little more southeast, turn, and then turn to the east.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's the direction of the riverbed.
Pretty much, not so hard of a turn there, but
Okay. I'd like to just cautiously move forward and wait for everybody else to follow me, assuming they do. Now we've got the camels that are not being ridden on leads.
correct. That's what I'm presuming, except for the weathered one that he just seems to be following you guys at this point. So.
Yeah, we're in the process of convincing it that not only are we friends, but it wants to work for us. We're not there yet.
I'll give it another ration.
Oh yeah, we've been feeding it and socializing with it as much as it lets us.
We're cool.
See, what you need to do is to summon the camel that you have a telepathic link to, and then tell the telepathic camel to tell the other camel that we're cool, and then that would add to all of your animal handling experience.
I was thinking that. And I don't have to burn a spell slot because it's a scroll. No, I say we save it unless we need. If we lose a camel, we don't lose a camel. You know what I mean? We've
retrieve
got
24, at least Mizram did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we've got an extra. We're good.
You got camels for days.
Yep.
Fekish and Haig, where are you guys moving?
I'm following everybody else.
Yeah, if you can track me along too at the moment.
Yep.
I'm just gonna follow.
And the riverbed goes off in about that direction.
Yep.
Okay. I am keeping an eye out for more of those strange things and anything else that I might find excessively weird.
Mm.
Go ahead and roll a perception check. And Fekish, what about you?
Same. I'll keep an eye on that thing as I cruise by.
Okay, but where are you moving to relative to the train of your party?
Following camel ass.
Okay. So at this point, I would like you all to roll initiative.
Ooh.
Ta-da.
Man,
Sometimes
last
it
time I
doesn't
rolled
mean we're going. it doesn't necessarily mean we're going into combat. It just means that the DM wants to know, wants to have an order
Sequence
in
of
which
events.
to do things.
Or kill us off, one or the other.
Slowly. Sinking in the quicksand. Getting some never-ending story
Spider
vibes here
fangs in the other eye.
with these camels here.
But you guys haven't figured out from by now that the camels are the most important part of this campaign?
The camels are R2 and 3PO.
I knew I shouldn't have watched Tremors last night.
For all its glory, that actually is a pretty fun movie.
Hmm.
Why they made 5 more is beyond me, but
Because they could.
right. The 12 scripts of Hollywood.
Isn't that why most sequels get made? Because they could?
True.
Sometimes the sequels are even decent.
My init
This is
roll
also
is
true.
actually pretty accurate with how much I'm paying attention to the environment. That's actually pretty accurate. Redreth is very, very thinking in on himself and the mysteries of the universe, basically.
Cool with that.
Well, it's a good thing we have plenty of camels to get killed before they get to you.
Good God.
Ooh, big circle.
Yeah, it won't let me grab it. I guess I'm gonna have to just draw another pointer. All right, so right in that hex there, as Kaylee, as you approach towards it, or approach next to it, where your position is, the sand begins to start draining.
Uh-oh.
Back up.
And it actually is pulling from an area about 10 feet wide. So you are going to need to make a dexterity check, please. You and your camel. So I will roll for the camel.
Acrobatics?
No, just a straight dexterity check.
Okay. In the open?
Yeah, you'll know whether or not you make it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, probably not with that roll.
Oh, shit.
So your camel does.
Well, if she was on the camel, then therefore by proxy, she would make the dexterity check?
Well, if the camel makes the check and she's on the camel, she's probably okay. If
The camel doesn't need shit, then
check,
she's not going to go anywhere.
you can let me finish. If the camel makes the check and she doesn't, she's on the camel and is probably okay. But if the camel doesn't make the check,
Okay.
whether or not she makes a check means whether or not she gets off the camel in time. Unfortunately,
Got it.
neither of you made the check. So both of you are
no!
being pulled into the sinkhole.
Throw me your rope.
You're in front and you're too far away. So
And in the process, you suddenly see a tentacle come out of the sand.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Why is it always tentacles?
Because there aren't a whole lot of fish in the desert.
Sand krakens. Awesome.
And Kraken.
Okay. I just want to note, Keith, that Mizram's initiative did not register in the combat tracker.
It did not. Where is it? 19. Huh? You would get to go simultaneously then. Thank you. Yeah, well, I think it's something to do with his critical essentials.
Yeah,
That
it's
he's
the
sleeping?
shape-shifting extension that's doing something weird.
All right, and let's see. So,
Man, I can't believe I have one more hit point than the Ranger. That's ridiculous.
Oh, that's what happens when you have a much smaller constitution.
so one tentacle comes out of the sand and lashes out at Kaoli and misses. Another one pops out of the sand. This one hits.
Ow.
A third one pops out of the sand. Oh, yeah,
I just want to point out to everybody that this is called Giant Tentacles 22.
Aha.
Ow.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that's not okay.
a fourth tentacle comes out and attacks her camel.
Ow.
And the fifth one comes out and attacks the camel.
Ow.
So and the camel is grappled by one of the tentacles, or the tentacle that hit it. So 5 tentacles came out, 3 attacked Kaoli for 1 hit, 2 attacked the camel for 1 hit, and it is now grappled.
Lovely.
Varric's camel has actually initiative, strangely enough.
Did you say 5
No,
tentacles
sorry.
came out?
Where Mizram has the next attack, sorry.
Keith, I am again away from my PC too. Can somebody do a niche for me?
There we go. All right, so that means that Miz is up and see these 5 tentacles come out of the sand and lash out at Kaoli and the camel as it tries to drag the camel down.
In my cat mind, I just look at everything and just go, wow, this is a sucky situation. And I guess I'm gonna have to drop cat form and try and deal with this. Pretty go into here. And I will cast Moonbeam at 3rd level spell slot.
Make a wisdom.
That is 5 feet.
Go ahead and make a wisdom check quick, Miz.
Is that a little bit too big for 5 feet for this particular map?
Huh?
Is that a little bit too big for 5 feet for this particular size map?
No, that's appropriate. I was going to say, go ahead and make a wisdom check quick. I want to double check something.
That's quick.
Okay.
All good.
All right. So what you notice is you're not 100% sure, but you seem reasonably confident at looking at these tentacles coming out of the sand as you're deciding where to place this moonbeam, that it does seem to be somewhat centrally located. You're presuming these 5 tentacles are coming from one creature.
Okay, but I take it the rest of the creature body is actually under the sand now.
That's what you're thinking, but you just see 5 tentacles coming up out of the sand, and you can by covering all 5 with where you're planning on putting the moonbeam, you're realizing it's probably focused on one creature.
Okay, that's fine for now.
So go ahead and cast. Make sure you have it targeted.
Okay. I saved. Unfortunate.
Bummer.
I think it still takes half, so.
Yes.
Guys, why do you have 7 wounds? And you guys.
Did that go through?
2 just took damage from going down, but.
Did the damage go through, or did gremlins happen?
Yeah,
Gremlins.
gremlins, I don't see nothing.
Yeah, I don't see any damage. There we go. I see roll now. There we go.
There we go.
Nice.
Yep, and it is taking damage. I'm going to clear out your wounds because I presume you were fully healed when you left camp.
And before I end my turn, I'll go, oh my gosh, it's sandy cracks. And then I will end my turn.
All right, so Varric's camel rears up and kind of wants to go backwards. So Varric, Haig's, keep doing this. All right, so Varric, you need to make an animal handling check to make sure you keep the camel under control right now.
All right.
Well, you keep it from bolting, but it is definitely not too sure. And in an effort to keep it steady, he kind of shifts to one side.
Okay.
And in doing so, another sinkhole appears right there, necessitating you and him to make a dexterity check again.
All right.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, you are able to get off your camel before he gets sucked in.
Cool. Well, shit. He just gets sucked in, though. No tentacles or anything like that.
Not yet, anyway.
Okay.
No, sorry. No, been on me.
All right, you now have a chance to go. You are not grappled. You are still on top of the camel that's being pulled in, though.
Yeah, I'm going to do something I rarely do, and I'm going to yank out my short sword and start hacking at the tentacle that is trying to pull my camel, and therefore me, into further into the sinkhole. So I presume that I target the giant tentacle, and then
Nice.
Considering she
Do
doesn't use
I
that
get-
short sword that often, yeah, definitely.
Do I get sneak?
Not in this case, no, because your camel isn't really a fighting ally. And it definitely knows you are there more than you know it is there.
That's what I needed to know. Not too shabby for not normally using it. Yeah.
All right, so
Not
Varric,
calling for help.
and basically what we've got here is you start seeing the tentacles come up around the camel at the same time that your initiative triggers. So
Okay.
I have to give you a chance to hit it, but keep in mind, even if you eliminate it, it's attacking simultaneously.
Right. Okay.
And then we're going to take a break after the Varric and this tentacle or set of tentacles.
I am going to target this guy. Target. No. Why isn't it letting me? It's not letting me target the tentacle. Control.
Yeah, that gets a little tricky. Let me do it. The way things are overlaid right now. Nope. Didn't let me target it either. Hold on. Wait a minute. There we go.
Ah, okay. I am going to Hunter's Market. Did I just put that on myself? No,
I don't think so.
I think so.
You put one on yourself like you're supposed to,
Okay.
and then
click the other
there's
one.
another one that goes on it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm gonna take my swings with my hammer because Hunter's Mark was my bonus action. So just my 2 swings.
Very nice.
And then shit. I should have smited that one. I'm going to. Because it's whenever I hit it with a melee attack. So I'm gonna burn a 2nd level divine smite. How do I tell it to roll 2nd level so it rolls 2d8? Or 3d8, sorry.
You have to create a different effect for it.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, you create
Oh, I
one
would've
for
thought.
each level that you would cast it at.
Right. So then I can just roll the 2d8.
If you're burning
Wow.
a 3rd level smite,
2nd level, yeah.
So you can just roll the one, the one that does it come out? That's my count.
so what you need to do, since you already rolled damage, is you just need to roll 3d8.
Okay.
Remove the divine smite effect from you and roll 3d8.
Okay. So then just click divine smite again. Will it remove it?
No. You have to actually go into the combat tracker and click on effects and remove it manually.
I got it.
Okay.
All right, so it's removed.
So just
Alright.
roll 3d8.
Come on. Do the 3rd one. 17 more damage with that smite.
Okay, that was
And
swing number 1.
yep. Number 2.
Is a miss.
Catch some sand. And yeah, that's all I can do. I don't think I can grab onto the camel now at this point. So yeah, that's it. That's my turn.
Okay, and So he's going to start obviously with the camel, because it's the one that got pulled in. Or he's going to try to pull in. That's a miss. That's a hit. And then next 3 attacks are on Varric. That's a miss.
Your hunter's mark die should be a D6.
Yeah, what did it roll?
They rolled a D4.
No, that's my hammer damage plus the hunter's mark.
Oh, your
Right.
hammer. What?
Yep, because I do my main weapon attack plus the hunter's mark damage.
Oh, your hammer's a D4.
D4 plus 6. Magic.
Okay.
All right. So as the number 22 reaches out and tries to pull down Kaylee and her camel, Kaylee is able to attack the tentacle, but stays on. Varric's camel gets nervous and backs into another one. It gets attacked by one tentacle, which misses. The second one grabs onto it and pulls it in. And the next 3 attacks try to hit Varric, but in the process of doing so, he basically, I would say you probably practically cut off 2 of them in the process and keeping them from attacking you, because none of them land and you do some significant damage to it in the process. So, and it's making sound. So you're pretty sure this is alive, not just some kind of funky sand plant.
Okay.
And
I
before
dig
we take the break, I'm going to just do the one next thing, which is Haig's camel. And Haig, I don't know if can you roll? If not, you got 10 minutes to do an animal handling check, or 5 minutes to see if you got an animal handling check to keep your camel in control.
I don't think Dan's near a computer right now.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see then. Where is he? Skills, animal handling. Ooh, he's able to keep his camel under control. So
Nice.
it does not back up, it doesn't run forward, it doesn't bolt, and most importantly, it does not get caught in a sinkhole. 24 is going to stay in place. 30 is going to stay in place. And let's see. On Kaylee's camel, obviously, is going to fight back. Tries to fight at it. Ooh, and it gets a nice hit on it. Wait a minute, why is that a bludgeoning attack? I'm going to have to fix that. Only does 2 points of damage to it, but it's obviously not happy, and it is able to break the grapple as a result.
Nice.
So, yay for the camel. Fekish's camel is far enough in the back. He's not doing anything. Let's see. Okay, so when we come back, Redreth, you will be up. Let's meet back in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm back.
Welcome back.
All right, so Redreth, as soon as you're back, you may proceed.
So are the camels that are in the getting sucked into the sinkholes, are they alive or dead?
They're still alive. Kaelily's one managed to bite off the tentacle, like grabbed it. And yeah, the other one's being pulled into the sand. Barracks, number 26.
All right, then I will cast Flaming Spear. And I will let's see, it's a 5-foot diameter. You see if I can draw this time. So it's a 5-foot sphere of fire that I then ram into this tentacle and basically boom into the side of it.
Okay.
And I moved it, I rammed it into a creature. That creature must make a saving throw against the spear's damage, and the spear stops moving. So I will roll. Let's see, how does that spell work?
Well, that doesn't look like a cast right.
Yeah, well, there's 3 effects on the spell. There's the cast, and then there is the damage, and then there is the effect Flaming Spear.
Okay, well, it's all right. So you did the cast. So yeah, now you do the damage.
It's acting like it's not targeted.
I wasn't because it says you cast it and then I can move it and ram it into something. So I'm not sure if they cast.
Okay, so the cast button includes the attack and or saving throw rolls for whatever
okay.
you have targeted.
Okay, so I
cast
should
button-
re-hit the cast button.
Yeah. There we go.
So, okay.
It failed. Good.
So now you do the damage. Ooh, nice.
Whoa, that was good damage.
And then you put the effect on yourself.
Yep. There you go.
Okay, and that's my turn.
Nice.
All right, so that brings us to the Dragonborn. Beckish.
So which of the 2 is the most damaged at this point?
Based on what you can tell, they look about roughly even. But if you had to make a guess, yeah, it's really tough to say. They're probably about even.
All right, so I'm going to go after that one.
Which one?
And we'll do the tentacle 1.
Oof.
Oof. And never mind then.
Yeah, that didn't have much of an impact, unfortunately.
Nah. Okay then.
All right, let's see.
Keith, if you want to send me Dan's character sheet, I can roll for him. Or whatever needs to happen there, I can do that when it's his turn.
Just as he connects.
Cool, cool. Oh.
I can hear you guys talking about him.
Yeah, I might have to release his character now. No, it still says that he's. Okay, hopefully you'll still be able to get it.
Yeah, it popped up on my screen.
Well, that he connected, yeah, but I don't see him logged in. Yeah, he just disconnected. All right, so hopefully you still have control over it. We'll see if you can
Okay.
get it. All right. Weathered camel. Where did he? Oh, there he is. He's just staying in place. He figures he's safe. And Redreth's camel is also staying in place. So Haig, that means he would now be up. So Matt, you want to take care of him?
Yep. I'm not sure which way he would go. I've got 30 foot of movement. Yeah, I think he's going to come up here and help Varric engage this. He's going to get off his camel and engage. And then 3 swings.
He at that point, since you're not on the camel, you're close to the sinkhole, so it sounds a little unstable. So you're at a -2.
Okay. All right. Let's just take the swings. Barthel 1.
Make sure you hit
Oh,
the
yeah.
-2.
Ah, I didn't freaking.
It doesn't matter at 28. I'm sure 20 is going to hit anyway. So yeah, do the -2 on the others.
Okay. It's 2.
Just in time to miss his critical hit.
Yeah.
Roll damage first, so he gets the damage modifier.
All right. And now I have the guy targeted. Okay. How do I do? I just click the -2 when I roll, right?
You click the -2 and then you roll.
Yep. Okay. And then second swing.
Wait.
Yeah, I
The damage
cast that
to-
with mine. That was mine. It switched sheets as I left the one, so that's my fault. Let me change the
Okay.
damage.
Because it rolled the damage at -2.
Oh, okay. That's good to know, because yeah, I have that clicked still.
Did it?
And I rolled the wrong damage.
Well, no, it's 12 damage, right?
Well, that was from me, from Varric. For whatever reason, it's showing. Oh, it's showing the picture because I'm controlling both characters. I see.
Yeah. Okay. So instead of
Yeah,
12
but no,
damage,
it says Varric Stonewalker, damage, refined light hammer, effects 1d6 -2,
yeah, I see
type
one.
bludgeoning magic, 1d6 +4 plus 1d4 +4 equals 12. So it rolled the damage at -2. So you have to be careful with that.
So.
Because that -2 modifier can also apply to damage.
All right. So you want
Matt,
me to re-roll?
to switch sheets, you just need to click the speech bubble next to your token up in the character sheet.
Ah, okay. Set as active PC. Got it. See.
I added 2 more damage to it.
Okay. And then yeah, the second Barthel swing. Now that I have it targeted. And I forgot that it's a 21. Sorry. Let me do both the final Sun Sword swing also, so I don't forget the -2 on the rolls. Well, and then the one hit with Barthel for 8 total.
It's apparently dead.
It appear or dying anyway. So yes, it releases the camel.
Nice. And that's Haig's turn. Did it not?
And he is no longer grappled. I'm sure he likes that. All right, so I think that's the end of the round.
It's not letting me turn complete
I
for
just,
Hague.
yeah, because you don't have anything on your initiative for some reason. Go ahead and roll initiative again.
All right.
For Hague.
Oof.
That's where. So yeah, you were last anyway, so that worked out just
Yeah.
fine. So, and let's see. All right, there we go. Round 2. Tentacles has initiative again. These things seem to be quite fast and highly responsive. So
Lovely.
Yep. And let's see. So it's not happy about you attacking it, but it currently has the camel targeted. So I'm going to roll those first. So once again, it does 2 at the camel. Oh, that's a hit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, uh-oh.
And it is grappled. And then it takes, actually, yeah, if it hits, once it grapples it, the second tentacle is going to wind up going at Kaoli.
And at the end of the giant tentacle's turn, it takes damage again from the flaming spear.
Okay, good to
Doesn't
know.
it take damage at the beginning of its turn from the moonbeam?
Yes, it does.
Oh. Moonbeam is persistent, huh?
Good catch.
Yes. All right. So roll that moonbeam damage. Miz.
Yeah, and at the end of its turn, it must make a dex saving throw.
Did it go through? Or do you
Did
want me
not
again?
see it.
Okay, let me target it and wow, they
Succeeded,
were
but it
rolling
still
well on
takes
their
half,
save, didn't
so
they?
still takes half, so go ahead and roll damage.
Not bad, not bad.
It helps. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Where's your token? Okay, well, you don't see it.
Under the horse.
It's hiding under the it's hiding in
The
there.
5-foot mark.
Yep. The green 5-foot mark is over my token.
Good Lord. Okay, so
There.
and now unfortunately it's got 4 tentacles it's attacking you with. One is a miss. Second one lashes out and hits you.
Ouch.
You take another 5 points of damage.
I am not happy with this tentacle.
That was 2. 3 is another hit. And 4
Oh boy.
is a miss. But you are not grappled.
Good. I'm not happy with it.
I wouldn't think that you are, you know. All right, but that does end its turn. Mizram, you are up.
Okie dokie.
Oh.
Is that go on, sorry.
Wait. It needs to
Oh,
make
yep,
its
it's safe. It's safe.
save for the flaming sphere.
Uh-huh. All right, so go ahead and do another save. Oh, wait a minute. I guess I can trigger that. Hold on. So Hydra, there's Flaming Sphere.
So it needs to do a deck save, and then if it fails the
Equals
save, it takes
14.
2d6 fire damage.
Yeah. Okay.
Half as much of it if it succeeds.
Dex save. Oh. Both are auto. Why is it auto fail?
Is it because it's
You
not
roll
moving?
from the wrong one.
Oh, it says giant tentacles 1. Oh,
Isn't tentacles one
Yeah.
dead?
Tentacles 1 dead is unconscious. Tentacles 22 is the one trying to make the save.
yeah. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay. Save of 3 is not going to do it, so yes, it will take the flaming sphere damage.
I'll just roll 2d6, or it's 2d6, not 3.
Hold on a second. I used your button and it gave me 3d6 fire. Oh, that's right, because it's the second thing. So yeah, you need a second effect for that. So go ahead and let you roll a 2d6. There we go. And we'll apply that. Maybe we won't. Maybe we will. There we go.
Is it dead yet?
No, it is not. But it is definitely moving slower and as bloody as all hell.
Okay. Now
So-
it's Miz's turn.
Now Miz can actually do a regular attack.
Okay, I will chuck a frostbite. Frostbite in it, at it. And look like gremlins again. Odd. My first attack never seems to go through. I don't know why.
Probably gremlins.
Mhm.
Dang.
Man, this thing is nimble. It always succeeded. Unfortunately, it don't.
And it's remarkably tolerant to cold.
It don't get any half damage or anything on that one. I think I've got a bonus action I can use. Let me just quickly check the distance on it. Oh, awesome! It got quite a long distance, so I should be able to see that camel.
Yeah, my camel and I are both very hurt.
Mhm.
I healed your camel.
My camel feels better.
Yeah, and your camel got 3 hit points. I thought you
Cool.
prefer a live camel than a dead camel.
I prefer a live me than a dead me. But yes, a live camel is much preferred to a dead one.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. And Varric's camel isn't doing much of anything at the moment. Except for licking its wounds. And Elohir, you are now up.
I'm hacking at these tentacles, and I'm not doing as good a job as I did before. Let's see. Do I have anything useful to do with my bonus action? No, I don't.
All right, Varric, you are now up.
All right. So my camel's still grappled and getting pulled down.
No, you killed it. Your brother killed it.
Oh, it's dead. It is dead. Okay. I thought it said dying, so I wasn't sure.
Dying dead.
Right. Okay. Then yeah, I'll come over
For
here.
NPCs, it's basically the same thing.
I come
Ver-
up over here.
Very rarely do you have something coming to the aid of an NPC. It does happen.
It does. Don't forget you can move your hunter's mark from 1 to 22
I
as a
totally
bonus
am.
action.
I totally will bonus action that. And yeah, I'm gonna just pummel this thing.
So
From where? Oh, you came over there. Never mind. That's right. You just didn't move.
It would be a pummeling.
Critical hit. That might be just
Okay.
what it needs.
don't forget to apply the correct effect to 22 for
Ooh,
hunter's
yes,
mark
the hunter's mark. Correct. Good
before
call.
you roll your damage. And if you want to smite,
Yep.
choose and
Effect.
apply that before you roll your damage.
Psst, don't waste a smite.
Tentacle. Yeah, I'm just gonna smash it with the extra hunter's mark.
With the critical, that should be
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's down.
Is a dead tentacle monster.
He is. He's definitely not happy.
I bet you it tastes good. Might be a little grainy.
Hey, if you like octopus, they probably
Yeah.
taste about similar.
Right? That's what I'm thinking.
So
I'm totally
probably
gonna
not
take some.
sandy as an unwashed clam.
Yeah. We're rock
Calamari.
people. We're
That's the
cool
word.
with it.
I was trying to think of calamari, but that's squid, but still. Some people like it.
Hey there, potato.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what you're looking at, you still got the sphere up over there. We're going to go ahead and do one of these. Feckish. Someone has good eyes. All right, so Feckish, looking around, immediately notices that there's another depression in the sand right over there. And he suspects that's another one of them.
Can I try to pull one of these things up and see what it is?
Sure.
Like out of the sand? Excuse me.
You may have to do a little bit of digging and spend a little time with it, which I think you guys have, but
Once I
Yeah.
get myself and my camel extracted and back on firmer ground, can I shoot at the depression?
Warlock.
I was just gonna say that.
Sorry.
you dig it out, and that's what you find you were going up against.
Cool. Cool.
Can,
Wouldn't have
can
been
I
fun.
shoot at the other depression?
If you want to.
Do it.
I think I do. I need to blow off some steam.
Well, actually, if that's the case, hold on a second.
6 users.
Can you guys hear me at this point?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yep.
And as I thought, you may not have to do that much because you,
He's really quiet for me again, too.
Yeah, you're getting really quiet again, Keith.
Kaeluli, Mizram, and Haig all see another one right over there, which is probably closer to you. That's the one that you notice.
Oh,
I'm gonna shoot it.
We make it visible so you can target it.
I'm gonna shoot it because I'm cranky now.
The ranger is bitchy.
Poke the
Yeah.
bear.
Come on, behave. There we go. All right.
I had to step out for a minute. Were the camels able to be pulled out of the pits?
Oh. Yep.
The ranger is very bitchy.
But from digging them out, you can see they were trying to be pulled into this maw, so not unlike a sarlacc.
Yeah. Do I get sneak?
I would say no, but with your sharpshooter ability, that probably is overriding. It does know that you're there, but it doesn't know exactly where you're coming from, and it certainly isn't expecting a arrow shot. Oh, and you got
So I can have sneak?
and you got a critical hit too. Yeah, you can have sneak. Oof, jeez.
Damn.
I'll do it.
Nice. One shot.
Oh,
See, that's why I had that. That's why I needed to know if I had sneak or not.
Yeah,
You just need to piss off the
obviously.
ranger mob.
Dan, for your information, she just did 44 points of damage to it.
yeah.
Oh, I'm back. I'm back in. I'm seeing it. I'm
We're gonna have to say that
logged
was
into-
more than
Cool.
one arrow.
He knocks a couple
Oh, what was
of
that, Keith?
arrows and
We're gonna have to say that was more than one arrow.
Okay.
goes full Legolas and just unleashes like 3 or 4 arrows
Do the
real
same
fast.
thing, dude.
Yeah.
Takes out
Bring
all
them up
5
there.
tentacles in one shot. So whatever it was, the rest of you were definitely impressed. It's like, yeah, I don't want to piss her off.
I'll
Damn,
I feel a little better now.
I'll go pat her on the shoulder and say nice work and give her 10 hit points with my lay on hands. So
Thank you.
All right, so that was
I feel a little better now.
Also, Kaylee, with your scout ability, why aren't you just flying up in the air with the ring? Then you can just like see where the depressions are all around us.
Because I forgot about it.
So this is only going to let me dump all of my healing hands into it. It won't let me do like, 10 points. It just says 30 for heal.
No, that's okay. I got it. You're giving me 10?
Yep. Leaves me 20 in my well.
Or Matt,
21.
move Hay, go closer to you. Oh, Dan, you're on now. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah,
There.
I thought I accidentally.
I just adjusted my hit points.
Nice. Cool.
The contrast on some of these fields is just not good.
Yeah, that's
With
the only
this
thing I
thing.
don't like is the wound colors in there. I gotta see if I can figure out a way to override that. I've said that.
I think you're away from your mic again, Keith.
No, I'm not actually. I am. Well, oh, wait a minute. That's weird. Hold on a second.
There definitely is a difference, and there's sometimes when you speak, it's like quiet, and then it goes loud real quick, and then it backs off and it's quiet.
I think I might need to
Yeah.
get myself a new audio box. Yeah, it's clipping right now, which is strange. Am I
Okay.
coming? Am I coming?
Yeah, the wounds
Mhm.
field isn't the only one. If I go into the combat tracker and expand the effects, I can't read those either.
Oh, that's interesting to know.
It's like white text on a light gray background. It's impossible to read.
That's interesting. I don't see it on my side. Let's see. Oh yeah, ick. Yep, I see that.
Yeah, it's impossible to read.
All right, I'll see what I can do about modifying that. I'm enough of a coder, I can probably hack it. All right, so you still have that other one that's kind of far off to the southwest there. You probably can easily avoid it.
Okay.
But otherwise, which direction are you heading?
Following the riverbed
Navigate your way
that
off.
away.
We don't want to poke one more.
No, I dug one out, so we're gonna eat it when we make camp.
Fine.
I feel better now that I've killed one.
Yeah, Hay killed one too. I don't think you were hit back yet for that, Dan. But you
Yeah,
killed one.
I noticed. I looked back on the chat log. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my camel and I are gonna go that away, assuming that's the direction of the riverbed.
Okay, and let's see. So
Same. Like I said, I'm gonna stay, very close to
And
whoever's leading
yes,
the
we're keeping an eye out for more anomalies.
pack.
Yeah, well, you are definitely on the ball. As you see another one there.
Jesus. I was jokingly going to say I push Haig into it, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, and
We're
I'll just send
following
it
the
back to
riverbed,
everybody else.
avoiding the anomalies.
Mhm.
Yeah, most of the ones that you see do seem to be smart enough to be embedded in the river. So at
Maybe
this
we follow
point,
the
since
edge
that
of the
literally
river.
is the last one that you needed to identify, I'm going to presume that you guys are able to avoid them all and get ourselves off the map.
Nice.
What I'm basically going to do at this point, hold on. So we're going to go back to the world map. Close this out. We'll come back over to here. We're going to zoom in a bit. So recognizing where we're at, so you're going to continue to follow. All right, so let's see. You make it until about there when you set camp. And set camp. And then it's going to be, let me double check. All right, you actually will not have any encounters the next day. So,
What did you say? I can't really hear you.
Sorry, I got to practically eat my mic now. I got to figure out what's going on. All right, so I just double checked. You're going to set camp where the marker currently is. There is no encounters that occur while you set camp. So you'll set out that night. I'll adjust all the timing factors later. But so that night you will get to this point just before midnight. And so we know what to expect and to be ready for next session. You do see down towards the south there where the riverbed appears to end, waist deep in the desert sands, a stone giant stands guard over some aged ruins. Featureless from this distance, the statue appears to be clasping a tablet.
Awesome.
I'm going to nudge Redrith and go, you want to read it?
Well, like I said, you're still a good 10 miles away from
I
it.
know.
That's what we're looking at with resuming the next.
I will immediately look to the scout. And Haig and Kaylily are the ones who have really done that. I'm more concerned with the mysteries of the universe that I'm delving into myself right now. So
yeah, when we get close to it, yeah, definitely going to want to be reading what it says.
I will also say Redrith is thinking back to when he was training as a wizard, and he and this is partially because I was looking through my character sheet and my background is sage, which means, you know, years learning the lore of the multiverse, scoured manuscripts, studied, listened to the greatest experts, who then chided him mightily when he was originally intent on becoming a blade singer wizard. They, you know, that he is thinking back on all of the advice that told him that that is not a wise direction to go, and you know, that kind of thing. So yeah.
Cool.
All right, so when we resume next time, we will be looking at, no, sorry, that time is not correct. Yeah, basically because it is at night, you had to get yourself a little closer to it, but that's where we'll be.
Awesome.
Thank you,
Hell yeah.
Thanks all for the awesome game, like always. And Jim, Blade Singers are really, really good. It just, unfortunately, they need like a certain feat setup and spell setup to make them really, really good.
Mhm.
Well, the
But, yeah.
problem isn't like one of the things is I was looking through and what was the spell called? Mage armor. Mage armor only works if you don't have any armor.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Whereas I have studded leather armor, so mage armor is a useless spell for me. You know, the benefits are like half and half. I mean, I could, yeah, I don't know. So there's just a whole bunch of things with the studded leather armor. My AC is 15, whereas mage armor would make it 13 plus dex, so it would make it 16.
Mm-hmm.
So
You
it's
know,
not totally useless. It's just a choice.
but I can't even do it if I'm wearing the armor. So if I get rid of the armor and then I could find like a robe or something that would give me some protection, that might be worth it. But as it is, you know, with my AC just being 16, that's not very invulnerable. And with my hit points only being 20 right now, or a max of, I think it was 27 before I picked up that one book. You know, I take a single hit and I'm just down. So there's no worth
to swap your armor with my cloak of protection.
What does the cloak of protection do?
Give you
AC +1, saves +1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would definitely help. I mean, that would make a difference.
That would make your AC 17 with mage armor.
Yeah, that would be a little bit better.
Yeah, like I've got to drop
which is better
mage
than
armor
my
'cause it's
AC.
useless.
Yeah, because like, I don't. To be honest with you, when I role play, I very rarely get attached or bothered about magic items. I think this is what Keith gave us at the beginning, but I'm not too hung up on it. So, and being going to help you play your character better, I'll happily give it to you.
Okay. Well, yeah, we could absolutely trade up that. That would be cool. And my character, as he's being introspective, he periodically mumbles about swords being useless for what he's trying to do, and his mentors always told him that was a silly thing to pursue. So
All right,
Yeah.
gang, we are now past 11 o'clock. I hope you guys had fun. We will be out of the desert mode for next session.
Mm-hmm.
So
Awesome.
all I can't tell you what it is yet, but I can tell you that there is something down there.
Oh, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And
all right, I'll put my
at least a
studded
session or two.
I'll put the studded leather in the party sheet.
Okie dokie. I shall do the same. Just waiting for it to open up.
Apologize for my technical difficulties today.
All good, man.
Yeah, as long as
Yeah, we
you're
made
able
it
to
work.
keep up. And you guys did pretty good on experience today. I think that was over 1,000 points between the two.
Nice.
Nice.
And Dan, that's the nice thing about having multiple people in different places is that if you're away, at least you're able to participate with Zoom, and then somebody else can just do your roles for you. So that worked pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I'm happy to
Yeah,
work
I-
with you guys on that in order to keep the party flowing and everyone together.
I meant to mention to Sherry about getting a Surface. I guess even as far back as the Surface Pro 3, Fantasy Grounds will run on it. So I talked to Sherry about getting that and maybe putting it on our Verizon plan, so that way it can always be
Have data.
mobile.
I love my Surface Pro 7.
Yeah.
So I will recommend make sure you get it with 16 gig.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see you guys next.
Hello. Cheers.
Yeah, for
Hey,
sure.
JK.
Mizram, I think you took the leather. There's a studded leather there. Okay, yeah, it looks like you grabbed it. Okay.
No.
He put his leather armor in the party sheet in case somebody wants it, or so that we can sell it later. And then
cool.
took the studded leather.
Could put me on
yes.
that same armor that I originally had, realistically. So it's all good.
Yeah.
And then just to clarify, you did each get 1,050 XP today. So you're all roughly about 7,000 away from 7th level.
Yeah.
777.
Hopefully we'll get to 7th level before another year passes.
Yeah, I don't think it'll take that long, hopefully. But yeah, like I said, that the pyramid was definitely one of the two most detailed areas in here. A lot of the other areas we should be able to get through within 2 or 3, maybe 4 sessions.
That's cool.
Just to let you know, Jim, just you might want to write in your notes that you might want to look to get yourself ring of protection and some braces of defense. That'll also bump your armor right up. So you'll have something like about 18 altogether. Once you got everything popped.
Okay, that's cool.
I've got
Plus
Shield of
shield.
Faith I can cast on you too.
Yeah.
So
Guys are talking about all these magic items. I'm going to really have to read through that article that Ms. posted about not breaking.
Oh yeah.
Like pushing me,
I
aren't you,
just need
Ms.?
a
huh?
way. I
See-
just need a way for me to deal magic type damage when I shoot my arrows, because everybody else can like throw spells and stuff and do magic type damage, and I can't, and it's very upsetting.
I can Varric will speak with his god, and I'll grab after this rest, I'll throw magic weapon on. I can just make your bow magic.
Okay, that will help.
See,
Because it's very frustrating against things that are resistant or immune to mundane weaponry, and
For sure.
that makes me useless.
All right, folks, I'm canning the recording, and for those watching, thanks for joining. For the rest of you, everything's going to stay open for a bit.